While their captivating beginnings, the stories behind their monikers, or their distinct production methods and business strategies are engaging, these renowned brands have traversed intriguing journeys since their early days. It's a testament to the idea that initial circumstances don't necessarily dictate your ultimate destination, provided you remain alert and receptive to evolution. McDonald's. Following extensive hours maneuvering equipment and managing lighting on silent movie sets at Columbia Movie Studios, siblings Maurice and Dick McDonald accumulated enough to launch their personal cinema, complete with snacks and beverages on offer. A subsequent relocation to San Bernardino saw them set up a food kiosk catering primarily to motorists. Inspired by the efficiency of the assembly line, they concentrated on refining operations. They minimized the menu, streamlined recipes, and integrated tools for faster and more flavorful food preparation. This optimization in staff expenses enabled them to offer competitive prices, drawing in large audiences. And as the common saying goes, the rest is part of the annals of time. Pepsi. Naming a drink might take various inspirations, and one wouldn't typically think of referencing stomach enzymes and digestion. But surprisingly for Pepsi, this idea clicked. It derives its name from the enzyme pepsin, responsible for breaking down proteins. Originally launched as Brad's Drink in 1893, Caleb Bradham was the brain behind Pepsi. He crafted this beverage in his pharmacy where it was initially sold. Its journey has witnessed numerous ups and downs, from high-profile celebrity endorsements to its creator facing bankruptcy due to sugar shortages during World War II. Today, Pepsi stands as an iconic brand recognized in many households. Ben Jerry's. Today, when you think of Ben Jerry's, you're instantly reminded of quirky flavor names echoing pop culture references, like Cherry Garcia or the Tonight Dough. Yet, this brand could have ended up far from the frozen section if not for some early financial planning. The brains behind this famed ice cream label, Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield, originally envisioned opening a bagel business during their high school friendship days. But, due to the high costs associated with bagel making equipment, they pivoted to ice cream. Consequently, they established their enterprise in a neighboring university town. Carlsberg. Carlsberg's early logo entanglement showcases the fluidity of symbol interpretation and how societal contexts can shift over time. When the company was founded in 1847, the swastika was largely seen as a sign of fortune and well-being, an association any brand would want. Incorporated into Carlsberg's original trademark, the swastika's image drastically changed during the 1930s. The brewery stopped using it by 1940 due to its new, politically charged undertones. Yet, a notable structure at their brewery, constructed in 1901, named the Elephant Gate, retains the swastikas. Apple iPad. Big brand clashes often make for intriguing tales. Consider the likes of McDonald's versus Burger King, Coca-Cola versus Pepsi, or Nike versus Reebok. In the realm of technology, Apple often finds itself at the forefront, not only in innovation but also in corporate face-offs. Its operating system regularly draws comparisons with Windows, but its devices, more often than not, are pitted against Samsung's offerings. What adds another layer to this dynamic is their series of legal battles. Yet, paradoxically, Apple has relied on Samsung for key iPad components, including the display screens and the A5X chips. FedEx. Success in business can hinge on various unpredictable factors: prevailing market trends, precise timing, currency oscillations, and blackjack outcomes. In the infancy of FedEx, with its modest fleet of 8 aircraft serving 35 cities, founder Frederick Smith faced massive debts due to surging fuel prices and declined investment proposals. The crunch was so acute that they lacked funds even for jet fuel. In a desperate gambit, Smith took the company's last reserves to Vegas and managed to multiply them, just enough to operate FedEx for another week. Those earnings were a lifeline, aiding in securing more investment and bolstering company visibility. Ultimately, FedEx soared to great heights and became a brand synonymous with delivery, illustrating that, occasionally, business success truly is a roll of the dice. Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce started manufacturing cars way back in 1904, and since then, despite their troubles throughout the 70s, and the eventual liquidation and acquisition by a government-owned company, they have created one of the most recognizable brands in the world. The quality of the luxury cars they produce, which are widely regarded as the best cars in the world, still holds up, more than a century after the company's founding by Charles Rolls and Henry Royce. Namely, an estimated 75% of Rolls-Royce cars are still very much functional and can be found on roads all over the world.